G'day guys, this is Powerslide and we started our day at Annahotel Budapest, which is a great hotel, so I linked it down in the description, make sure you check it out. And today we are testing the brand new 2019 Renault Clio RS Line, so yeah, let's hop in and test it out properly. So the first thing comes to my mind when I see the brand new Renault Clio is that it looks like a bit sleeker, bit thinner Renault Megane, and that's because of the C-styling LED lamps up front, which is pretty decent, I have to say. As you can tell, this car is really sporty from the front because it has a RS Line trim around it, but you can also get the lower version, which is the Play, Icon, which is a bit more highly equipped, S, which is a bit more sporty Clio, and this is the top of the range car, as you can tell. And here we have some gray plastic element here, and also some brake cooling here, which is not fake actually, which is awesome. Some honey grill up front, which makes it super aggressive. And we're moving down the side of the car. We have 17-inch alloy wheels, really aggressive, really do love it. RS Line badge here. I love the RS logo, by the way. Moving down to the side of the car, we have a little hidden door handle, which makes it look like a 3-door car, but it's a 5-door car, which is really practical. Clio badge down here, which is a little detail, but I love it. Now moving down to the back end of the car, we have a little spoiler, which is not as shouty as in the Yaris, and also a 360 camera inside the Renault badge, and a fake diffuser down here, which is really cool, although it's fake, but I still do love it, and a massive exhaust pipe, so I like the exterior a lot. So let's talk about the engines now. First of all, I have to open it because it's always a struggle for me. There we go. In this comes, so this is a 1.3 liter turbocharged petrol engine, produces 129 brake horsepower, which is, believe it or not, is the most powerful Clio engine you can currently get until the RS car will come. But for now, this is the most powerful. And you can also get a 1 liter petrol engine, produces 71 brake horsepower, which I do not recommend, and also a 99 brake horsepower 1 liter 3-cylinder engine with a turbocharger. You can get the diesel engine as well with a 1.5 liter 84 brake horsepower engine as well, and there will be a plug-in hybrid version of this car which can do 30 miles on only electric power, which is really impressive. So really cool engine configurations to this car. So the prices of the Clio starts at around 10,500 euros, and it goes all the way up to 20,000 euros, which is the RS Line trim. And let's talk about the practicality a little bit, because I know it's a sporty car, but you will carry people, you will have to put bottles to some places, and yeah, let's check out the practicality now. So first time I wanted to open the trunk like yesterday, I came here and what the hell should I do? And then I had a look down here and I realized that it's here. But still, if the car is filthy, you have to hold this thing, and it's not a good thing in here, and it doesn't go all the way up, you have to push it up. But the boot is more impressive because we have a 391 liter boot, which is class leading in this car, and also it's bigger than the Golf boot, which is amazing, I have to say, because this is a smaller car than the Golf. Now let's check out the coolest gadgets in the car. 360 camera. So you can change the main instrumental dials here to Eco, Comfort as you can see, Regular with the Speedo, and also Sport with the rev counter. And you can also change the colors in 8 different types. So let's say orange or blue, as you can see. It's really cool. So you have also Apple CarPlay in the car if you connect your phone to the USB ports. By the way, there's 2 USB ports and 1 aux. And you can check, for instance, your Spotify. I know no one cares about my Spotify.
I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. 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 I love it.
So if the RS line was looking good on the outside, it looks amazing in the interior. Starting off with the steering wheel. So it's really interesting because it's squared at the top but normal down here, and also 2 different types of leather where you hold it a different, and also some white stitching and red as well in it, and an RS logo as well, which makes it super sporty. And here we have some red striping on the dash, and also fake carbon fiber, but it's not a problem, it looks amazing. And also soft touch, which is super cool. White stitching and red on the handbrake as well, which you will use in this car, I promise. And also red stripes in the seats. And talking about the seats, these are sport seats, and these are really supportive at the shoulder and also down the side and also down here at my leg, which I love. We have metallic pedals with the RS trim as well, and some rubber RS logos in the seats. And look at this, how lovely this seat belt. This car is unbelievable from the inside, one of my favorite interiors this year. Alright, so let's check out the back seats in the Clio, because it's a super mini, it's a city car. You can carry people at the back, they say. Let's check it out. Sitting inside, oh Jesus. Okay, my legs are, oh, alright. Not the biggest space back here, I have to say. I don't have any knee room, like my knee is that further into the seat, so I cannot do anything with it. Headroom is pretty okay, and also the positive thing is that you have really thin headrests in front of you from the front seats. If you would have the bucket seats, that would be like this, and you couldn't see out that much. And in a sporty car, you want to see out from the back seat because you can feel travel sick quite easily. Now, there are some really cool features in the brand new Clio. You can optionalize 8 different ambient lightnings in the cabin, which is looking awesome, I have to say. Unfortunately, this car doesn't have it, but if you do have these lights in the cabin, those are looking amazing, so it's pretty decent. So let's talk about the gadgets inside the Renault Clio. So there are 3 types of dashboards in here, which is a 4-inch one. This is the 7-inch one, which is a mid-range dashboard. It's okay size, I have to say, but you can get the 9-inch version, which is around this high, and it looks like a Tesla, which is really cool, I have to say. Now, moving down on the dashboard, we have these fighter jet buttons around the place here, which reminds me the new A-Class Mercedes and also the Lamborghini Gallardo. Both of these cars have been reviewed on our channel, so you can find these links in the description. But if you copy something, do it from the best, don't you? Now, moving down here, and you have these digital dialed climate controls, and these are really cool. These are in the Kadjar as well, obviously Renault cars. And if you want to see my full in-depth review of the Kadjar, you can check it out in the link down in the description.
Pop 2 cups of purple just to warm up. Stop perky.
Driving the Renault Clio, it's a brilliant experience, I have to say, and it has to be brilliant because this car has a really strong competition, such as the Seat Ibiza or the Polo, for instance, from Volkswagen. Those are really good cars as well, but the Clio is great. But there's 30 years in the making, so they have to be great because, yeah, it's been produced for 30 years now, the Clio. This is the 5th generation, and this was the best-selling French car. And French cars, there were a few, so yeah, they have to be proud for this. Now, driving the Clio, how does it feel? Well, this is the RS trim car, so it has a firmer suspension, which you can really feel, and the steering wheel is really direct, as you can see. Now, the 1.3-liter turbocharged petrol is okay. We dropped a few gears with the flatties. Yeah, it pulls alright. 7-speed automatic is good as well. But yeah, the fuel economy is okay. The RS which I use is averaging more. This does 8.5 on 100 kilometers, which for me is pretty okay. The RS does like 10 sometimes in the city, but we've been using this car for the past few days properly, so for me it's just brilliant. So yeah, really great car.
So guys, we're finishing off at Annahotel Budapest, and what do I think about the new Clio? Well, if you need a practical city car and the most fun you can potentially have, you should definitely buy this car. So thanks so much for watching, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you in the next one. Cheers!